Huddersfield Sheffield Giants. They prop up the Super League with just one win over the Wakefield Wildcats, and that was a 35 points to 34 win. Saints name an unchanged side, again looking for the 7th straight win under the 100% coach Ian Millward. It's Super League 5, round 8. You with Micron Video bringing you all the action. Dave on camera, my name's Ron Hoop. Here comes the Saints and your match day mascot is 8 years old, Emma Parry. She attends, she's giving us a wave as she comes over here. She attends Eves County Primary School just around the corner from where I live. Her hobbies are reading, swimming, drama and supporting the Saints, of course. And Emma's favourite player is Sean Long. A very good choice, Emma. There she is, back to the capable hands of Jerry Moore. Enjoy your day, Emma. Saints side for this afternoon. Wellens at fullback. Smith, Iro, Hoppy and Sullivan. Martin and Long, the half-back pairing. Pedalini, Cunningham, O'Neill, the front row. Stankovic, Chiwilangian joint the back three. Nicolanari, Hall and Bennett are on the interchange bench. The Huddersfield Sheffield side. Namu, Hules, Lavelle, Sovatabua and Dukesh. Thorman and Clinch, the half-back pairing. With Malloy, Lawless and Lomax in the front row. Bradbury, Marshall and Turner the back three. On the interchange bench, Molyneux, Cardoza, Reilly and Russell. Well, Sonny Nicol in the starting lineup. We've got him down as one of the subs. So obviously there's been a late change. And Perolini taking the ball up. And Saints obviously in rampant form. And it looks as though Julian O'Neill obviously is, I just can't spot him, but it's Cunningham, the inform hooker, driving up the line. He offers the ball to Sean Long, but Cunningham still going. What a run, a blistering 70-metre run. Saints spread it now. Tommy Martin offers the ball. Oh, Saints are in, easy. Sean Hoppy, 58 seconds on the clock. Sean Hoppy, sponsored by Micron, in for the first try. We hope of many. What a splendid, super move by the Saints. Took the ball right up the main stand side. Kieran Cunningham punching holes in the defence. Offered the ball a few times, they couldn't bring him down. Offered it to Sean Long, took the tackle, then from the play the ball. It was spread right along the line, and Sean Hoppy finished off in the corner. Super flowing rugby by the Saints, and Sean Long looking to add the extras on. Sean Hoppy's 4th try of the season. Oh, that's a pearler, that's a rasper. Long's 50th goal of this season. Sean Long, well, all the Saints are in form. I was going to say the in-form scrum half, but Saints are rampant. And John Keir's men languishing at the bottom of the Super League. They'll have their work cut out this afternoon. Sonny Nicol, obviously, it's a late change. Julian O'Neill, whether he's actually on the bench, we don't know. We got the team given us earlier, unchanged, as I said before, but obviously that is incorrect. Chris Joint taking it up the short side. On the popular side here, 4 men at the tackle. Once again, Saints persist on the blind side. Stankovic being forced into touch. Oh, he gets the ball. Oh, he stood in touch, man. Come on, Mr. Touch Judge. His foot was clearly in. Dear me. Anyway, the Giants have the possession. Perolini was the man in. Saints urged to get back onside. Well, bit of jiggery pokery at the play of the ball. The referee wasn't looking. Johnny Lawless attacked in half. The Giants spread it, clinch. Good ball there. Super ball as the Giants move it downfield. Darren Turner, the man that burst through, and he feeds it inside to Waseli Samatabua that goes over for the Giants try.
That's what we're trying for the Giants, number 1, Wagnell Samatabua.
The super try there by the Giants to hit back in good style, but obviously there was an error down here. It was Stankovic that came through with the ball right by the halfway line. He was going to be forced into touch. He flicked it up inside. It went into Huddersfield Giants' pair of hands, and then the man clearly stood in touch. The touch judge didn't see it. Then it went in field, and we had a little bit of jiggery pokery at the play of the ball, and the referee wasn't looking either. And then obviously good play to Huddersfield Sheffield, carried on with the play and went over for the try. 6 apiece has now moved, tags the extras on. So the coach Ian Millward and obviously the players won't be happy about that, conceding the points early on. All level, 6 points apiece. Lawless quickly steps up, brings it to his right. Jointon Nickel quickly in. Well, Saints moving off the tackling. Hoppy finally brings him down. Blindside ploy as Darren Turner flicks it out of the back door. And the Giants keep it moving. Ooh, they're getting away with it, aren't they? Couple of shady passes. And Iro the beast in. And Tuilangi, and the man's not down, but he is now. We know these men won't lie down, even though they are at the bottom of the table. Wellens straightens it up, just brought down short of the 40. Sean Long is acting half. The Giants penalised for offside. And Tommy Martin will step up and fine touch. Left-footed kick to the popular side. Is that going to float in? It is. Super kick up on the 10-metre line. 6 points apiece to score. Ideal platform to build on. Nickel. Powerful run. 5 metres short. Chris Jointo loses the possession in the tackle. Very hefty challenge there. The Giants move it quickly, just as the Saints can, and they've got to watch for the opposition moving it. Strong running, both sides just weighing each other up in the early exchanges. Now Saints penalised for being offside. And I suppose up to now, after 7 minutes, he's been consistent. Phil Beaver's just running on there with water and messages, the ex-Saints faithful. Many seasons here at St Helens. Obviously understudy now to John Keir. Lawless moves it left. The Giants keep it moving. Lovell. The Giants once again, after getting that penalty, drive it forward. Saints defence going to be tested. Malloy turns in the tackle, but that's a good upstairs tackle by Stankovic. Lawless moves in again, and the Saints force him to the touchline. Good tackling there, and it had to be good tackling. Lawless just looked at the touch judge.
Please have a call for a vehicle owner. The car registration is V718FNC. That's V718FNC. Please report your vehicle immediately parked on Milsey Road. Thank you.
Scrum down, head and feet to the Saints. The score all tied, 6 points each. 9 minutes gone of the game. With Micron Video bringing you all the action. The Beast now. Well tackled. Saints again spread it. Chris Joint looking for that slight opening in the opposition's defence. Stankovic. Well, the ball flicked out. And a penalty goes the Saints' way. The referee said there was hands in it. It was a hell of a tackle on Stankovic, and the ball squirted out. And we bow to the referee's superior knowledge on this occasion. And if you believe that, you believe anything. Hoppy taps it and restarts. Sonny Nicol. Inside Giants territory. Martin sees the gap. Floated ball for Anthony Sullivan. He scored 3 against Leeds, and he hasn't scored any more since. Had a bit of a barren spell. Could we putting that right this afternoon? Saints with Kieran Cunningham. Away to Long, now to Nicol, the lining up to Ilange, the Beast, and the Beast. That's his 10th of the season. Nothing wrong with that at all. Simple rugby, and Saints come up with the spoils. Good break by Tommy Martin midfield, cut the Giants open. A floated pass to Sullivan. He was tackled, then the ball transferred along the line again. Looks so easy, doesn't it? Probably is. Finally went to Kevin Iro, and the Beast with Chris Smith on his outside. He didn't need him. He offered the dummy. The Giants couldn't hold him, and in for the Saints' second try. So Sean Long, left-footed kicker, can he float it in? Yes is the answer. 12-0 after 11 minutes. Beg your pardon, 12-6 after 11 minutes. That's wishful thinking, isn't it? Anyway.
And Saints conversion coming from number 7, Sean Long.
So Sean Long, second of the afternoon. Well, that's out on the full. Not a lot of breeze here. That's if there's any at all. And not a great travelling following for the Huddersfield Sheffield Giants. Plenty in this popular side, and the main stand about 3/4 full. And a super kick there, with Saints being awarded the penalty for that ball going in on the full. And once again, Hoppy restarts. Stankovic uses a dummy runner. Sean Long offered the ball. Strong runners to Ilange. It looked a try all over, didn't it? But a good tackle stopped him. Saints go on the blind side again. Sean Long changes the point of attack. Pedalini. Solid tackling there this time. It's only a matter of time, isn't it, before the Saints go over. Joint. Well, the ball deflecting off Yassine Dekish. And the referee's given a scrum down with head and feet to the Saints. Well, I don't know about that, but Chris Joint was trying to squeeze it out. Dekish smothered him. The ball went back, and I would have thought that was Huddersfield heading ball, but there we go. We'll not refuse this, will we? Martin Wellens. Wellens again. Iro puts it out to Chris Smith. He's in at the corner, he's in touch. The touch judge raised his flag straight away. Chris Smith looked at him, but he was right on the job. Well, I'm saying Chris Smith, it was Anthony Sullivan. I do beg your pardon. Just with expecting Sully over here. Sully on the far side that nearly went in for the try. And the referee having a word with him. Obviously Sully saw it different. So roving commission, as I say, Sully looking for a few tries. A barren spell as of late. Turner, Savatabua, Martin trying to force him into touch. And that's good tackling there as Cunningham comes in. The man finally wrestled to the ground. Turner, Malloy. Dale Lawton, one of the Huddersfield Giants, Huddersfield Sheffield Giants props, faced a late fitness test and failed it. Oh, and Saints losing the footing after Chris Smith did well to keep the ball in field. Now it's with Long. Sullivan now. Just getting a little tied up with Sean Long. Losing ground on that occasion. Nickel trying to make a little forward impetus, but the Giants pressing up. Chris Smith, short ball from Tuilangi. Floated ball, Stankovic. That's knocked forward by Savatabua. Tommy Martin was there to tidy it up, but it's going to be a knock on with a head and feed to the Saints. Savatabua went for the ball, knocked it down. Long feeds. Hoppy, centre field. 16 minutes gone, 12-6 to score. Tuilangi. Once again, the Western Samoan powers upfield. Tremendously exciting player. Cunningham on the short side again, flips it inside to Tuilangi. Saints looking to keep it alive, and there's Cunningham again. Chris Smith coming crossfield. Looking for that half break. Last one in this set of 6. Sean Long, will he loft it? Martin! Stankovic, joint once again, that's a knock-on. Long joint just can't get it out there. Dikish shows a little bit of Gallic impetuance, if that's the word. If he could have held on to it, a fair turn of speed. But good handling by the Saints. Long from the base of the scrum. Martin again. Hiro! Hiro! Still driving it! Who's going to stop him? Nobody! He touches down for the try. 17 minutes gone. Hiro second. Saints are attacking up the left and up the right. They came up the left here. Chris Joint just couldn't squeeze it out to Sullivan. Dakish knocked it down from the resulting scrum. Long took it centre field, moved it right over to Iro again, and the big man in for his second, and his 11th of the season. Similar position from Long's last attempt. 3 out of 3 so far. And it'll be a point a minute now, 18 minutes gone. Point a minute for the Saints. Yes, no problem. Long's got his eye in, hasn't he? Started off like a house on fire, did the Saints. Let a pretty easy try in by Saints standards. And the Giants restart again. Chris Thorman gets us underway. Now it's with Sonny Nicol. Still 3 and 4 men going into the tackle, and Perolini can't be grounded. Cunningham runs at the man again, and Cunningham up the middle, sweeping run, arcing round inside Giants territory. To Ilangi, Long, Martin, Stankovic, the ball knocked down again. That'll be another set of 6. That'll be waved clean. Well, it's not. The touch judge didn't give it. The referee said it was knocked back. Perolini into space. The big man will drive. The big man will touch down. The end goal touch judge stands firm. And Saints score 2 in 3 minutes. Fourth. Super work by the Saints again, even though I thought Saints should have had another, or the tackle count should have been waved clean. They kept the ball alive, they moved it over again, and a lovely ball onto Perolini coming through at pace. And the Terminator in for the try. It's May Day, the 1st of May, it's a bank holiday, it's going to be walking day, isn't it? 22 points to 6, the conversion to come, and you wouldn't back against it, the form that Sean Long's been in. Composure, strikes it well, but not well enough. Definitely put the mocker on him there, didn't I? Yeah, so Julian O'Neill is on the bench. I'm just looking at the substitutes warming up. So obviously Nicol, whether there's a slight doubt over O'Neill's fitness, and Ian Millward has left him on the bench. We're obviously not privy to that information. But Tuilangi, whether he's actually signed it, but he's in talks over a new contract. I don't know whether it's due up at the end of the season or due up round about June time, but he's in a rich vein of form, is the Western Samoan. Tipped in some circles to go back as Sean Long goes through, the lining up, Stankovic will go in for his first try for the Saints. In the first team, John Stankovic, what a try! Created by Sean Long, finished by Stankovic. Tuilangi started it over on the far side. Then it came over centre field. Sean Long, with the blistering pace, saw the gap, hurtled through the gap, sped through. Wellens was on his right, Stankovic was on his left. He offered it to Stankovic, and the big lad didn't mess about. Martin, entrusted with the kicking duty there, pops it over.
Sponsored by Panadonia Peugeot with number 20, Tommy Martin.
Just as I was saying about Tuilangi on the far side, he was tipped a few weeks ago that he was going back to Halifax. He still lives in the Halifax area, but talks and hopefully signings to keep him here for many seasons to come. Such an exciting player. And the Giants trying to reap the ball out. Malloy, one of the tacklers in there, and they both look a bit stunned, and they didn't look a lot in it. But the referee, with eyes like the proverbial you-know-what. Stankovic now. Just scored his first try for the Saints at senior level. Sonny Nickel. Opposite inside, Long's out there at the sweeper. Tuilangi missed it. Now it's with Chris Smith. 10 metres from the Giants line. 28-6 the Saints lead. Very impressive scoreline. Wellens. Always eager to link up from the full-back berth. Martin inside to Cunningham. He juggles with it, gives it to captain Chris Joint. Joint steamrollers through. Cunningham with a speculator. Overlap here, the Saints can move it quickly. Inside again. Tuilangi onto Martin. The ball's loose. The referee will decide what's happening, as Danny Russell is going to be introduced for the Giants. So Danny Russell coming on now, and Malloy, I think it is, that's coming off. Steve Malloy. First change of the afternoon. Huddersfield Giants head and feed. And is that a blood bin? No, it's just a straight change. As far as I'm aware, 28-6 to score, 26 minutes gone. Gang tackling by the Saints. Saints penalised there for hand in at the tackle. Pedalini, Joint and Hoppy. Steve Hall looking to be introduced for the Saints. Turner. David Bradbury. Salford and Oldham, former player. Russell straight in at the action. Well, it was Richard Marshall actually, I do beg his pardon. Thought it was David Bradbury. I just saw sight of half of the two. There's David Bradbury now. On to Namu, in turn, he fields it over to Lovell. The Giants keeping the ball alive. Strong tackling there, Stankovic. Took him man and ball. Well taken at the second attempt. That looked a little forward. A deflection as Namu tried to chip it through. Tommy Martin puts it back to Wellens. Puts him under a little bit of pressure. But Wellens, can he get out of trouble? No, he can't. Tommy Martin tried to keep the play alive, obviously, as the ball had come through from Namu, I think, had kicked it. Nor was it clinch, and it was a deflection. But Sean Long obviously took a knock, and no risk being taken over this young fella. And Steve Hall comes on for long after 28 minutes.
And the same substitution, Sean Longley is replaced by number 24, Steve Hall.
A knock on there at the play of the ball, and then from the kick out, and then words spoken to referee Connolly. The touch finder didn't find touch, so Huddersfield Giants keep the possession that they should have lost, and obviously Saints should have been on the attack. A knock on there, and they're doing a bit of chirping, aren't they, the Giants? They're not happy at all. David Lomax chirping up. So a few changes round. Obviously Wellens will move up to scrum half. Sean Hoppy drop back to the full back. Hall in the centres, and Saints keep it alive. The beast out to the tackle, puts it over the top. Well, Wellens tried to pass it out. Oh, another injury for the Saints. Wellens tried to pass it out, touched the Giants man, came back inside. The referee rules a knock on. Head and feed to the Giants. Clinch, he feeds it. Lovell comes in field, quickly dispatched by Paul Wellens, Stankovic and Hoppy. Half hour gone, 28 points to 6. 5 tries to the Saints. Carl Lovell moving it up the main stand side here, and 10 metres inside Saints territory. It's going to be a high tester. Sullivan's underneath it. Oh, no problem for Sully. Took it well. Oh, dear me. What about the flop? Dear me. Turner, the loose forward. Well, the touch judge's not come on. I mean, this fella here, he can't see anything. He's missed a foot in touch of Huddersfield player before. He didn't think there was anything wrong with that. Sullivan's on the ground, held by 2. Turner came in again, flopped him, and the referee was in good sight, and, well, I don't think he's going to give any... Well, he is. He going to give anything? He's given the penalty. He's not give the penalty, he's just give up, carry on and play the ball. Dear me. Is it any wonder? Martin with the speculator, taken by Joyce, did well, twisted out of the tackle, puts the welly down, up to the 40. Stankovic has the ball taken off him by Clinch. Sean Hoppy will close him down, and Hoppy tries to roll him into touch. He's a good exponent to that, taking the ball 1-to-1 is Clinch. He did it to perfection there. Russell out to Namu. Namu looking for support. There's Turner. Lawless, I beg your pardon. Lawless back to Thorman. Saints defence going to be tested with 8 minutes left of the first half. Lawless attacked in half. Inside ball to Lomax. The Giants keep it alive. Thorman looking for the gap. He slips the ball out. The Giants keep it alive. It's Lomax looking for a way through. Right in front of the sticks. Head tackle, the referee says. Gives a penalty to the Giants. They take it quickly. Thorman looking for a short ball. Gives it to Turner. Turner puts it out to the back. Well, the ball looks as though it went forward to Clinch, but the Giants have stood about. Saints defence holding up. Turner from the dummy half position. A darting run to the sticks. Wasn't played correctly. The referee didn't see anything wrong with it. And Lawless in for the try. Well, that was a catalogue of errors, wasn't it? Lawless in for the try. The Giants kept going. There certainly looked a couple of infringements there in the build-up, but the referee didn't see anything. I mean, he is from Wigan, so you can't expect miracles, can you? 28 points to 10. And Gene Namu will pop this one over, no problem. Full marks for persistence by the Giants. They kept running, well, you play to the whistle, don't you? The man in the middle doesn't blow the whistle, well, you just keep going. Namu to add the extras, 28-12. 6 minutes to the half-time interval. Julian O'Neill warming up and looking as though he's going to be introduced maybe very shortly. So the fourth official there just holding Julian O'Neill. As Tommy Martin lofts it high. Clinch. Chris joins in with the tackle. So the Giants in their own 20. Perolini the tackler. Lawless the acting half. Lomax. Cunningham brings him to earth. Once again, on the blind side. Good kick downfield, it's not going to find touch. Lawless puts a boot to ball. Sullivan now. Saw the slightest gap. And Perolini, the man that's been replaced. O'Neill right in at the attack. The Giants moving up, and obviously they're getting away with it. As Tuilangi puts the welly down, he's got the beast with him. He slips into the beast, in for the hat-trick. Another hat-trick for Iro, and the Saints needed that. Twelve for the season for the big New Zealand Test player who will be playing for the Cook Islands in the World Cup. No problem there. Great burst through by Tuilangi. The powerful combination. Combine again. And nobody's going to stop the beast, are they, from that distance? On the burst. Right under the sticks, and Martin will be looking for his second, with Sean Long going off injured. Left foot of Tommy Martin, no problem. 34 points to 12.
And it's conversion number 20, Tommy Martin.
So Chris Molyneux looking to be introduced into the Giants side. Phil Beaver's just coming off, and whether they're going to leave it till half-time. Only a couple of minutes to the interval. Wellens took it. Nickel drives it up. Cunningham from the dummy half position. Slips it to Tuilangi, puts it out to Iro. The referee's Well, he's seen a forward pass, has he? Crossing, is he looking out? Oh, he's given a head and feed. I thought he was doing tic-tacking at Haydock Park there. But he's picked a forward there, I think. He picked a forward pass. Thorman, Namu. Well taken by Hoppy. Thorman again, the standoff, spreading it. Clinch, now to Lovell. Lawless was at dummy half. The ball squirted out in the tackle. Sonny Nicol quick to react. Big Julian O'Neill, he drives the ball up. The Giants certainly quick out of the blocks. All in front of the referee, dear me. He'll be telling us next he's taking them back 11, and then that's why they stood in front of him. Strong run in by Wellens. Martin puts one over the top, a tester there. Well taken, Dikish. There goes the half-time hooter, bang on the 40-minute dot. No stoppage time whatsoever. Molyneux wasn't used, but there we go, half-time here at Rosie Road. 34 to the Saints, 12 to the Giants. Saints started off like house on fire, trying the first minute from Hoppy, goal by Long. Savatabu hit back for the Giants, goal by Namu, 6 apiece. Then Saints into try-scoring mode. Tries from Iro. Right, welcome back for the second half. 34-12 the Saints lead at half-time. Sonny Nichol's been replaced at the interval. Brian Henari's come on for him, and Chris Molyneux and Dale Cardoza. Half-time from John Keir, no doubt. And I'm sure Ian Millward, obviously he'll be slightly displeased about the tries that the Giants have scored. Both of them were suspect, in my impartial opinion. Hoppy, over the 20. Steve Hall. Cunningham attacked in half. Julian O'Neill driving it up. Sean Long off, obviously. He's took a knock to the leg. He was just limping over before. Now it's Chris Smith. Bounces off one, drives back. Danny Russell comes and takes him quickly. Wellens at dummy half. Now it's with Henare. Martin puts it high under a challenge from Savatabua, and Tuilangi, the ball's loose, and Tuilangi goes in again for a second bite of the cherry. Tries to take it one-on-one on Dikish. And Freddie is the cheers. Stankovic with the tackle. The Giants playing it quickly. Namu offers the ball, now it's Lovell. Namu again. Molyneux driving it up. Lawless at dummy half. The Giants move it centre field. It's with Clinch. Well taken by Sullivan. Gives it to Hoppy. Over the 20 again. The referee urging the Giants to get back on side. Sullivan takes it on the blind side. Well, cries from below us to get him on side. Why should he start now? He's never bothered throughout the match. There may be an odd time. Wellens. Cunningham. Out to Henare. The tackle not completed. Well, Henare wanted to get up. I don't think the tackle was completed. He put the ball on the floor ready to play it. Savatabu come in and clattered him. And the referee awards the Saints a penalty. Martin with the touch finder. Into the sunbathers. Stankovic. Offers it to the right, straightens up, drives it forward. Wellens along the line, Henare. Henare, Hall and Bennett still to score this season. Chris Joint, 5 metres short. Cunningham, looking to Sandy. He's pinched one there, I think. Oh, he's not. He must be perilously short. Wellens along the line. Martin, speculator to Iro. Inside to Chris Smith. Still going is Smith, pumping the legs. Martin chips it through. Too much beef on it. The ball goes dead. Tap restart from the 20 for the Huddersfield Sheffield Giants. Four minutes gone of the second half. 34-12 the score. Turner taken by Stankovic and O'Neill. Lawless attacked in half. Savatabu. Big Fijian. Danny Russell. Clinch. Three-man tackle, bringing to earth, just inside Saints territory. Well, he had hold of Stankovic's arm. And that's going to be out on the full. A rushed kick by Johnny Lawless. Both Lawless and Turner very versatile in the loose. To go along well in the forwards, and obviously you've got Namu and Clinch with Thorman as well, trying to run the back division. Sean Hoppy, powerful run. All over him like a rash. Blindside ploy. Tuilangi receives the ball from Cunningham. He steps up at the acting half, and Cunningham's down again. What a handoff. Slips it out to the back door. Chris Smith breaks free. Once again, Smith going over the top to Wellens. Creates the gap. Overlap for the Saints. Martin inside to Stankovic. Chris Joint was taken on suspicion, but Joint finishes off in good style. He did well though to come back, did Chris Joint. It would have been a try earlier on, only he was taken on suspicion as Stankovic had burst through. The captain finished off in style, he backed up. Stankovic the man creating the gap. Joint him for his third of the season, and Saints make it 38 points to 12.
Sponsored by the Father Moss Gold Superstore number 11, Captain Fantastic Chris Joint.
Martin looking for his third. Joint's third try of the season. Martin looking for his third of the afternoon to bring it up to 40 points to 12. Misses it. So both kickers this afternoon missing goals from easy positions. Well, relatively easy positions. 38-12 the score. Thorman to get us underway. Mike Bennett just limbering up just below us. Youngster, 19 years of age. Been getting his chance in the first team. And he's certainly one for the future. He's a big lad. Good run in by Julian O'Neill. O'Neill tried and tested. Henare, Stankovic, a speculator there. The idea was right to miss the man out and give it to Sullivan, but it just went in front of him. Scrum down, head and feed to the Giants. So Sean Long, his left thigh heavily strapped, just below us there. Let's hope it doesn't keep him out for too long. Certainly the Cardoza goes through. We're going to say the techniques and the equipment they have now. These players with the bruised and battered bodies, they seem to heal very quickly. Danny Russell, inside ball, Savatabua. Well tackled, super tackle by Cunningham. Lawless from acting half, turns it inside. Well, the ball's kept going. It's Danny Russell, former captain of the Huddersfield Giants. Obviously this is a merged side with the Sheffield Eagles. Clinch, well taken. Stankovic stuck to him. Last one for the Giants. Turner running it. Hoppy brings him down. The ball flicked out. Thorman, Clinch. Clinch looking to run it. Oh, it's a try. To try. Savatabua in for his second. On the sixth tackle as well. Well, the Giants keep the ball alive and pay the penalty.
Try score for the Giants, number 1, Savatabua.
Savatabua in for his second, and very quiet here. 10 minutes gone of the second half. It looked dead over here, did the play, but the Giants kept it alive. Moved it over. It looked as though Turner, I think it was. It looked as though he'd died with the ball. Then it was flicked out, and Savatabua got over after it looked as though the Saints should have tackled them. Namu with the conversion, 38-18, still a 20-point cushion. No previous record, obviously, against the Huddersfield Sheffield Giants in Super League, but we did play them here at Nosey Road in a pre-season friendly, and the Giants won by 20 points to 10. Saints with 4 wins out of 4 against Huddersfield in Super League, as Huddersfield were just under their own banner. Well, the referee giving offside there, just as the Giants had lost the possession, and the Giants have hardly been onside all the match. And obviously Sheffield, the Saints with 6 wins out of 8, losing twice at the Don Valley. But as I said, no record in Super League against the combined team. Good yardage there made by that kick. Clinch. On to Molyneux. Danny Russell at dummy half. Namu, drop off ball to Savatabua. And the Giants backing up. Well, there we go. Hoppy takes it off Russell, even though the pass to Russell was forward, but the referee hadn't picked it. Hall drives through, all offside, and the popular side, and no doubt the main stand side showing their disapproval, considering the Saints have just been penalised for offside. Cunningham takes the tap penalty quickly. Marshall just picking up a knock, and once again Thorman is as well playing with us, isn't he? Well, he's pointing, but he's not penalising. As Cunningham drops it off to Wellens. Lawless in round the head there, and Wellens is hurt. Well, he's clutching his ribs. Hoppy, the ball loose. Russell picks the loose ball up. And Wellens in a lot of discomfort there. The play still goes on over on the far side. The Giants in possession. Clinch. He's unloading. Lawless attacked in half. Clinch again. Thorman. Oh, what a tackle by Freddie. And he shakes the ball from his hands. Chris Smith comes up with it. Freddie came in on Clinch. Wellens back in the fray. Looking a bit gingerly, but he's a tough cookie is Wellens. Gets the ball now. Drives it up. Gives it to Tuilangi. Now it's to Iro. Iro tries to break. Oh, and a flop by Thorman. And the referee says get up and get on with it. Dear me. High testing kick by Wellens. The play, Joint has it. Joint picks it up. The referee says it was knocked down. And is Sean Hoppy going to come off in blood bin? The fourth official. Down below us as the Giants come away with the possession. Dear me, Thorman. Turner trying to squeeze it out. But he's got it between his legs. The ball. Pulls it in. But it's a knock forward. Perolini going to be reintroduced. Whether it's a blood bin or not. Wellens operating at the scrum half berth. St. Ferdinand feed at the scrum. Martin onto Sean Hoppy. Tries to push Cardoza away. Smith again. Steve Hall. Up to the 20, looking for support. Nobody was there on that occasion. Cunningham's there now. Saints to spread it. Overlap here. Wellens, short ball to Iro. Iro's over for the try. Nothing wrong with that. Iro in for 4. Super play by the Saints. A testing ball over on the far side. Then move back along the line. Good run by Hall. Spread over here and Iro in the 16th minute of the second half.
Last one to try for Saints, number 3, Kevin Iro.
So Sean Hoppy, obviously a bit of blood there, but no substitution being made as yet. Paul Wellens not in a very fit state. He could do with being substituted. He's walked, talk about the walking wounded. But Wellens coming off, Perolini coming on. And Martin's kick waved away. So it's certainly been a physical game. Sean Long taking a knock. Obviously Paul Wellens getting clattered there. Turner and Lawless I think in at the tackle. And they got a knock round the ribs. Lomax coming back on. For Turner. Lomax is on for the Giants. Perolini right back in the action. Chris Smith lost the ball as he tried to move through. The Giants penalised for reaping the ball out. Didn't know whether it was just the severity of the tackle, but referee Connolly saw an arm. And Tommy Martin over to our commentary position, finds touch right on the halfway. Julian O'Neill straight into the fray. Lomax just back on the field along with Lawless and Molyneux. And St spread it. Chris Joint. A trip to Castleford next Sunday, an evening kick-off in front of the Sky cameras at the Jungle, followed by a week this Friday. A trip down to Charlton to play London at the Valley. Cunningham robbed one-on-one by Clinch. Twice he's done that. As I say, he's a fine exponent of that tactic. And a speculator there for Lovell. Chris Smith comes back, but it's Hoppy that makes the tackle with Tuilangi. And Tuilangi going in on Parman. He escapes. Stankovic gets him down. It goes to Russell. He puts it out to Lomax. And Cunningham comes back to complete the tackle. Lomax didn't like it, but he's going to have to suffer it. Savatabua just outside his own 40. Well, a blood bin there, somebody spouting a bit of claret. Perrelli and O'Neill it is. Mike Bennett comes on, a blood bin replacement. And Malloy on for the Giants.
And a couple of changes for the Saints. Julian O'Neill going to the blood bin, replaced by number 30 Mike Bennett. And a substitution for the Giants.
Tommy Martin up the middle. Tommy Martin! He's going to go all the way! Can he push Thorman off? He can't. He's held down 5 metres short. Tuilangi at dummy half. Hoppy, Stankovic! Stankovic can't just touch it down. What a run by Martin, right up the middle. Bennett nearly scored with his first touch. Iro, is he in for 5? The referee's seen a forward pass. Dear me, I don't know where he's come up with that from.
And the Giants substitution was number 12 Richard Marshall going off, replaced by number 8 Steve Malloy.
Bennett nearly scoring with his first touch there. The ball came across. Chris Joint out of the pack. Tuilangi binds at the lock forward position. Lovell coming through at pace now. It's with Savatabua. In the last quarter, 19 minutes remain. Russell trying to get his side going, but the ball's down. Sullivan picks it up. Over the Giants' 20. Cunningham, Stankovic along the line now, the Saints. Martin offers the ball to Ilangi. Centre field, 18 metres short. Perrellini pushes the defender off, and the big man's in for the second of his this afternoon, a second try from Apollo. Nine tries the Saints have posted on the board this afternoon.
That's from the try the Saints, his second try this afternoon, number 8, Apollo.
Penalini with the try. Saints 9th, 5 goals as well. And a difficult attempt from Martin. He'll probably pop this one over from this distance. Good running there. And O'Neill looking to come straight back on. After just being blood bin, yes, and Mike Bennett coming off here now. That was a quick blood bin change. Martin with a conversion, waved away. Bennett off, O'Neill back on. And obviously Saints coach Ian Millward just wants to make sure that he's got fit men. 2 games within the space of 5 days. 5 or 6 days anyway, give or take a day. But with the injury to Sean Long, obviously a key man in the Saints ranks. Welland's injured, another key man. That ball going back. Taken by Kevin Iro, knocked back. Short kick off by the Giants and Cunningham. Tuilangi picks it up quickly. Speculated to Chris Joynt. Overlap on the left. Hoppy puts it. Well, offers the ball inside. I thought he was putting it inside to Stankovic, but a further 15 metres. Now it's Joynt down the blind side as the ball knocked down. Saints came away with it. That's play on. Hall's going to touch it down. He's not going to get a try for it, I don't think. The touch judge going to be asked on the far side. I think that's a try. It was knocked down by a Huddersfield player as Chris Joynt went through. Oh dear me, how can he come up with head and feet to the Giants for that one? I don't know why he consulted the touch judge on the far side. He didn't do much in the first half. Anyway, Bennett's going to be brought back on shortly. The Giants with Lovell. Once again, oh, the ball slipping out. And the wingman, the flying wingman up. Hooley. More or less the first time I've mentioned him. Lawless attacks it half and Freddie in on Malloy. He gets it away to clinch. The Giants keep it moving. It's now with Thorman. On to Russell, inside ball, Savatabua. Well, the referee penalising Chris Joynt for holding down. Bennett on for Tuilangi, and doesn't he love it? So the Giants within striking distance. The ball loose. The referee's going to give a knock on. First knock on, Adam feed to the Saints. Martin to feed. Chris Joynt standing out of the pack again in the standoff position. Bennett pressing up quickly. The Giants move up again. Infringement at the play of the ball. Not before time. .13 minutes left on the clock. 46-18 the score. The Terminator driving it forward, looking for his hat-trick. Well, taking a knock as Apollo. So certainly the Saints picking up the injuries today. As O'Neill shoulders forward. And Perolini doesn't shirk anything, and he's in a lot of discomfort there. Saints physio Jeanette Smith treating him. Stankovic takes the ball there, and obviously clinch was it took him. Took it off him one against one for the third time in this afternoon's game. But Perolini back up. Toughest take these Western Samoans. And O'Neill, Iro, Henare. 3 New Zealanders. Oh, Stankovic there, took a knock in the face. Going in for the tackle. See him wince in pain. But Savatabua looking for his third. Turns it inside, and yes. The Giants come up with a try. Dale Cardoza, the man credited with the try. The Saints down to 12 men, and a lot of concern over John Stankovic.
Dale Cardoza.
So from right in front, Gene Namu. They'll bring it up to 24. When John Stankovic still receiving treatment there. He didn't half get a crack, a clash of heads as he went in for the tackle.
Converting the Giants try number 6, Gene Namu.
Stankovic there cheered off. You can see he's not with us. That was one clash, hell of a clash there as he went in for the tackle. And the club doctors there just cheering him off. Freddie Tuilangi's come back on. Reilly's come on for Savatabua. Ten minutes left of the game, and it's certainly been very physical this afternoon. All legal and above board. But Saints going to come up with the 2 points, 2 Super League points.
Giants making a substitution, one is out of the
Riley there, just getting his first touch. Equal top of the Super League table. Pie Eaters winning this morning at Warrington. Leading at half-time with a wire, and then they just capitulated the second half. Wigan run away with it, 42 points they scored. Top of the table. Bradford play on Wednesday, I think. Head and feed to the Saints. Chris Joint takes it over the 40. Perolini shaking off that knock. Henare, well, Marlin at the play of the ball by Malloy. Now it's Tuilangi. Came off for a well-earned rest and quickly dispatched back onto the field after only 5 minutes after that injury to Stankovic. The Terminator gets it away to Cunningham. Cunningham sees the gap, flicks it out to Iro, inside to Chris Smith. Can Smith sneak in? He can't. I think Iro might have scored. He gets it away to Hoppy. Hoppy looking to squeeze it out to Julian O'Neill. I don't know whether Iro would have scored there. Anyway, Cunningham blindside again. Iro, there he goes on his own this time. There he goes. Iro in for his fifth. Ten tries to the Saints, 5 of them to Iro. Cunningham again. setting the side going, moving it quickly, bringing it on the short side from the play the ball. And I'm sure Iro would have been in seconds earlier. Only he turned it inside for Chris Smith. And Tommy Martin just getting a little bit of barracking. 50 points is brought up by the Saints. And a little lift of the short leg. Hey, Martin just can't get it right in this second period.
And my colleagues in the scoreboard have just reminded me that with that thin try, Kevin Arrow is now equal to the 5 tries of Martin from the Super League.
"73 minutes gone on the clock. 50 points to the Saints, 24 to the Giants. Lofted kick again. Well taken by Chris Smith. Was going to offer it to Apollo. Decided to take the tackle. This bruising battle, and the boys have got to get the battered and bruised bodies ready as Terry Lange juggles with it. Support on the inside. Hanari! Oh dear me! It was a try all over. Dikish comes up with it. Hanari there. Martin on his outside. Terry Lange had made all the running. And that should have been a 3 or 4 to 1 overlap. And Dikish comes up with it. The Giants are saved. Lawless dashing away from dummy half. Nobody at the acting half-back as Malloy came in. He did well there, did Malloy. Lawless played it quickly. And Lawless is there to get behind Malloy this time. Clinch. Well taken. Hoppy on the far side. The Giants still driving it up. 5 minutes left of the game. 50 points to 24. Tries for a forward pass. They'll go unheeded, I can guarantee you that. Thorman looking for the runner. It's Namu. Namu sees the gap. Namu will score. Saints tested. Martin was the last line of defence. He just couldn't get to him. He did well, Namu. He came on an angled run from deep and skirted him for the try.
Try score for the Giants from 6G Namu.
50 points to 30 it'll be when Namu converts this. So 80 points with another 5 minutes left. It's been exciting. Plenty of points scored. Saints obviously ravaged with injury. Stankovic has gone off. Sean Long's gone off injured. We've also got Sculthorpe out injured. Newlove, Matautia, and we've stayed virtually injury free, but had a little bit of a battering this afternoon. Namu with the conversion attempt. This will make it 50-30. And he does.
And the Giants conversion also by number 6G Namu.
A lovely angled run by Namu. We came from deep, from the full-back position. Martin puts it deep. Awkward bouncing ball, but well held this time by Molyneux. Turns it back inside to the try scorer Namu. Then Malloy takes up the running. Hoppy finally sticks to his man. That's good strong running from Lovell. Riley Drop-off ball there to Lomax. In turn, he gets it away. Namu, the man, I think, that comes up with the possession. Well clattered by Pedalini and O'Neill. And he has a look at Pedalini and O'Neill. Oh, it was clinch. And he's still talking there. Very lively, these scrum halves, aren't they? They certainly pick the weight. Well, the referee right on the job, the man not grounded. Finally tells him to play the ball. Good run in there. The Giants come back up. Molyneux, the ball inside. Henare comes back to complete the tackle. The ball was knocked forward. Scrum down on the Saints 20 with a head and feed to the Saints. 2 minutes remain. Steve Hall. Martin sees that gap. And the Giants with an injured player there, it's Thorman. And all over Martin. Molyneux is the man. Julian O'Neill, big hit by Lomax, fellow Kiwi. Blindside by Cunningham, it's Tuilangi again. He keeps him field, right in front of our camera and commentary position here at Nosey Road. Lovely floating ball, Martin to the captain, Chris Joint. Joint puts the welly down, puts it out to the side door. He had Iro on his left. Joint was well taken, it was well tackled, but managed to just slip it out. But it went to a Huddersfield Giant player. Last minute of normal time. Just had a slight stoppage for a couple of injuries. Lawless, Malloy, Clinch. Henare and Cunwell. There's the full-time hooter. Right on the 80th minute again. So no time added on. 80 points in 80 minutes. I don't think Ian Millwood would be too pleased about conceding 80 points, but it was 34-12 at half-time. Try from Joint in the 6th minute.